Or this TV show.
Another great episode and happy Thanksgiving of Do You Remember This Movie?
Wait, guys.
Oh, shit.
What if we also did TV shows? That'd be crazy.
Someday. But yeah, happy holidays, guys. We've started in the midst. What do you got for a synopsis for us tonight, Mr. Cam?
Now it's time for
The Synopsis with Cam.
the synopsis with Cam.
We have a wonderful film tonight, The Great Turkey Town Miracle. A town of 3,000 people needs 4,000 room temperature turkeys in the back of a truck. And there's only one man not qualified enough to get the job done.
Turkey
Here we
Town.
go.
Oh no. I watched the wrong movie.
Was there 4,000 turkeys in that movie?
Wait, they could have used those 4,000 turkeys in this movie.
Yeah, they really could have.
Yeah, that's
So, same plot though, right? As the one Cam and I watched?
yeah, that's unfortunate. I watched the Turkey Town Massacre. So it has this movie has a lot of turkeys and then a really gross hand.
Like your uncles at Thanksgiving.
I don't get that joke.
Yeah, neither do I.
I don't have uncles.
No, I didn't.
Anyways,
I watched the right
you just look
movie.
at me. That is my uncle, actually. The guy in the middle?
Oh. I mean,
he kind of looks like an uncle. Like he's definitely somebody's uncle.
yeah, at one point I actually thought that the two girls, I thought that was just their uncle.
Yeah,
There actually is like a joke about that, I think, at some point.
yeah, they don't have a lot of they don't chemistry.
All right. So we have a handful of people in this movie that no one's ever heard of, so that's what makes it really fun. First off, you have Cameron Arnott. Hey, he plays the character named Ethan. I'm the religious homeless guy, Magus. I think that's how you say his last name in the movie. But he's mostly known for another movie that we've done on this podcast, Poison Ivy. Poison Ivy. You guys remember that one? You did that a while back?
Yeah, but who was he?
Who did I say? Were they like Steve or something? He was just Steve. That's about it. Next up, you have Sharon Oliphant? Oliphant? Oliphant.
I don't think she's gonna mind.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But do you think that that's related to Timothy Oliphant? You think you know who that is, guys? Or no.
Is he
Spoiler
related to
alert,
Timothy
he was one of the
Oliphant?
killers.
Yeah, I know Timothy Oliphant.
Yeah, this is his sister.
Oh, for real?
I'm going with it. But she plays Sandy. I'm the deceased mother, McLeod. But she's mostly known for some role in Hunger Games, because I have her liked in that movie on IMDb. Next up, we have Jessica Rae. She plays Connie, aka the love interest in the movie. Yeah, remember her? They're trying to like smooch in the kitchen and they get busted. Spoiler alert. Next up, you got Andy Gates, who plays Phil, I Want Your Job Weston. And he's mostly known for having some kind of role in The Matrix. I was searching what role it would have been, but I can't find his name attached to it besides the fact that IMDb credits him on like my known for when I click yes, I've seen this movie. And last but not least, Angus Benfield. He's the uncle in the middle. He's not really the uncle in the movie. He's the dad. But he is Connor I'm a washed up DJ McLeod. He's mostly known for he was in a show, one episode in a show called Inventing Anna, which was on Netflix like a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Fun fact about Mr. Angus here, he actually directed this movie as well.
Wow, and he never stopped and was like, "Hey, lead actor, don't slip into your Australian accent."
Yeah, he couldn't stop himself, but yeah, I mean, overall, like, hey, what a pick, Cam. What a pick.
I will.
Hey, you know what, Corey? Back to you. I know it's award season. I'd like to nominate this as best cast and crew with Corey of the year 2024.
That was because I had like the little phrases in between the Phil, I want your job, Weston.
Yeah, you should start giving everyone wrestling names.
I think I should. Everyone should have just wrestling names.
Well, before we go away from the poster here, I do want to say I guess I just made these clips like an hour ago, right? And so I had to quickly go grab the cover shot. I just learned this just now that it says coming to theaters this Thanksgiving. I'm amazed that happened. Did that happen?
Yeah. It got a theatrical release and it made $60,000, I believe. Wav, I'm sure. I'm sure you have it there.
I'm scrolling now. By the way, there's only one review of this on IMDb.
Yeah, and it's like actually a thoughtful review too. I read it.
It really is.
I read it because it like played both sides. I was expecting it to be some like Christian mom from the Florida Panhandle.
All right, here we go. So, just over a year ago, November 12th, 2023, opening weekend, they made $60,000. Wow. Gross worldwide, they only made another $683.
I have an idea though. I have a thought here. Okay. So in this movie, they have to have 4,000 turkeys. They had to give those 4,000 turkeys to someone. They can't just throw them away. So the 4,000 people that got one of these turkeys decided to pay it back by buying a $15 movie ticket.
Yeah, there we go.
The math doesn't lie. The math doesn't lie.
That's pretty spot on. Yeah, so this came out November 10th of 2023. I would not have expected it to have been a theatrical release. Did you go see this, Cam? Like, is that how you knew about it?
No, I just when I look for movies for suggestions, I look for whatever looks the most like a Lifetime or Hallmark Channel movie. Because almost always they are gold.
You basically just go to Freevee and just start searching.
Yeah. Just type in turkey.
The Great Turkey. I keep forgetting. I keep calling it Turkey Town Miracle.
Me too. I didn't realize it was called The Great Turkey Town Miracle until I got this poster up.
Oh man, let's. Where was this filmed? Did it probably Canada? Or maybe it was filmed in Australia.
No, well, it takes place in Texas. Seems a little cold for Texas.
I was gonna say it seems like the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah,
it seems very cold for Texas. At one point, I thought I saw like a Chicago Bears logo, but it was just their high school Bobcats.
It was funny at the end of the movie, the third act, they finally start to show the Texas license plates.
Yeah. Just like, we're in Texas.
At no point before then. And also, the only lady who even tries to pretend to have a Southern accent is the new mom.
Yeah.
New mom, the Connie, the love interest.
Yeah. And then everyone else is just trying to have American accents.
Yeah. So let's hop into this.
Sure, and then
let's just use our hands and get right into this.
So I have so my things with this movie is I didn't clip the whole movie. It was very difficult not to just go in and try to tell the stories to our viewers because I feel like no matter what we say, that's not gonna prompt anybody to go want to watch this movie.
Which
right?
you should watch.
But you should.
Yeah.
I mean, tis the season. So the first scene I want to show is this is part of the B plot where the daughter The daughter is going to have an adventure of her own, and it is a wild ride. I'm telling you, buckle
Watch
up.
this for the B plot.
The music and everything, suspenseful. So she's walking down the hall of this school. Stage manager needed for the freshman drama company performance of Our Town.
Yeah, the famous "Trampled by Turtles" song.
I like that the only
Can't remember that.
the only directions on that was see Mr. Townsend or whatever in room 245, and she's like, I'm not going to remember this. I'm not going to. That's that picture.
Let me take a picture. Hey, fact check. This was a dumb thing that I even said. Like, where was this filmed? We know where this was filmed because they show signs of it constantly throughout the whole movie. But it was Salina, if that's how you say it, Texas.
Okay, it really was filmed there?
That's an actual town.
Yep, all that is real. They decide. So after some research and talking with city officials, it was decided that Salina and its Christmas tree lighting event would be the perfect backdrop for their story. It's not an easy task to film a movie without interrupting the community's engagement in one of the city's biggest annual events.
It is if you have any money for production. True fact.
This is the very next scene from the just incredibly riveting scene of the girl finding her calling in life. But so this is how excited this movie is. I mean, you go to the bathroom before you watch this movie is what I'm going to tell you, because it is a wild ride. So here's where the dad has to go fill up for gas. So anyway, I just want to point out that I was gonna get really stupid with the clips and put in the see where it says the name of the gas station here. I was gonna put happy Halloween.
That would have been good.
Silver Shamrock. All right. No, what I really wanted to show here. So he just got laid off. He does say fired multiple times. But,
yeah. No, the station is closing.
Yeah. So when you
It's
get
not
laid
like he
off,
did anything wrong.
Yeah. I also find it weird that they keep calling him a washed up DJ. The guy just got laid off. He was on the air days ago. Right?
Yeah.
Sometimes the same day.
Yeah.
And it sounds like he was like a pretty established DJ for like that
Yeah,
town.
for 15 years.
So how was he? Like, I just don't get how he's washed up. Yeah.
So he pulls into this gas station to fill up his tank. Cam noticed this. I did as well. That looks like a dealer tag on the car, and you also see it whenever he's in his car. There's quite a few scenes where you're seeing it from the passenger side point of view, and it's still there. So I'm gonna guess that this was something they rented or leased and just took it back the next day after they finished this entire movie in one day.
This had to be filmed in just one day, maybe two tops.
But I think that this movie has a hard time starting out because, okay, so he has two girls, that he has to take care of. He made a promise, right, that he has to take care of these two girls because his wife is dead. All right. Everybody around him dies. That's,
And always from cancer.
Yeah.
Always from inoperable cancer, and they give up because they want to go see the Lord.
Yes. So I don't want to give away what he does later in the movie, but he really, God's going to give him one miracle, and don't waste it on the wife. Don't waste it on your best friend. We'll show you what he uses it on because it's really important. So he just lost his job. He's feeling down. I mean, the first thing you should do is go and fill up the tank when you lose your job. And then
you should. I mean, you gotta have that gap, right?
And he's about to have this really awkward job hunt montage, so I wanted to show this first. I don't know how big this town is. You have to assume it's not that big. As Cam said, maybe a town of 3,000 people or so.
A lot of info. But yeah, go on.
It seems like everybody is hiring.
Yeah.
This shouldn't be a problem.
Town.
This shouldn't be a problem.
That's pretty standard.
Yeah.
Her button. Yep.
Help
Yep.
wanted. But he doesn't want to do that. He doesn't want to stoop to these levels.
Can I help you, sir?
All right.
Connor.
Again, there are times in the movie where I was like, this was written by a more clever person than who directed it. Like there is some funny jokes, like there are some funny premises, but they're just not
don't land.
They're just not set up well. They don't pay off. It's just a line of dialogue.
Well, and I don't know if you guys caught this dialogue, but so this is the dying wife way before she was super dead.
Yeah, this is the scene where it's bring your dying wife to work day.
Yeah. So he's still a DJ at this point. This is a flashback. They have multiple flashbacks, and sometimes they're kind of like they're hard to see that they're a flashback until you're like, oh, she's in there. That has to be old, right?
Right.
Yeah. But I just wanted, I don't know if you caught some of this dialogue here, so I just wanted to bring it up. Okay. So take a listen.
I'm scared.
Oh, what are you scared about?
What are you scared about? You're dying. What's there to be scared about?
Yeah, I'm sorry. What are you scared about? Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot.
Yeah, I forgot.
I forgot. My wife.
This is also a scene. We get this after the scene where he learns that his buddy is like, he's got cancer again.
Yeah.
Like after a long remission. And then, so we get this flashback. It's like the editor didn't know. There are a few times actually in this where the editor didn't know what the series of events was supposed to be.
She also says another thing here. I thought was interesting.
Actually, I'm not scared of closing my eyes for a final time.
And now he's like, yeah, oh yeah.
I know where I'm going.
That thing. I thought you were talking about going over to Gary's later. Like, you don't like his dog.
But I've been on the radio for 8 hours. I am on so much blow.
For the girls, I'm scared for you. I'm scared you're gonna have to raise them
Ouch.
Yeah, mean.
alone.
Yeah, you're screwed. He's just realizing that now too.
You probably can't even provide for them.
I'm scared that my daughter will never be a freshman play stage manager.
Gonna be all right.
I mean, a radio DJ salary isn't a whole lot, especially in. A washed up DJ, especially too.
Just promise me you'll take care of them.
No. The answer is no.
Yeah,
I will not take care of
they
our
do
daughters.
the handhold close up, and I'm like, no. That's it.
Okay, so this is this weird montage where
Inappropriate trucker.
Picky Pete here just cannot decide on which job he wants, right?
If I got $17 an hour at that place,
Dude, sign me up.
I would just do that, work there for the
I'd
discount.
probably.
Inappropriate trucker hats.
What should we name our business? Inappropriate trucker hats.
I mean, I can think of a better name for that business.
What, ITH? Or
I think we all know what I'm implying.
I turned the volume down in this because the music is ridiculously too loud in this movie, right?
well, the DJ
and
might
it's
turn it up
like-
too loud.
Only 3 or 4 songs actually didn't get edited over with copyright free music. Did you notice that?
Well, yeah, and then okay, so this has this 60s song, and none of the songs fit the vibe because
No.
the next big song is going to be the Turkey in the Dell or whatever.
Yeah. In the hay, turkey in the hay.
Oh yeah, it's the stolen from the farmer in the Dell.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's our dumb montage.
Looks like he's about to go to like a Zoom interview. Like the top is just nice.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know what is this job supposed to be? Is he supposed to be delivering selling the popcorn and the energy drinks?
Yeah, it's like the Peter Griffin butt scratcher. Get your butt scratcher here.
But he keeps pointing at the sign.
Well,
He's
I
saying
think
where
it's
he needs
because-
to walk.
I think it's because they're not actually in a stadium. Just
Yeah.
my guess. But yeah, it was weird.
Well, I guess real talk. I got the vibe of the fact that he was like, "Yep, you got to walk all the way up those
All the way
stairs
up,
and all the
you
way back
fat
down,
schlub."
and all the way back up, and all the way back." I bet you that Bobcat field was a CG image.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
There's a
ran
few
into-
of those. And
yeah.
it's-
Look at
I just like I bet you're a burnt out DJ. You can't even hold a weed whacker.
I just want to point out, please take a good look at this kid because we see him later. This kid plays double roles.
I didn't catch that one. Is he one of the football players?
He is.
Ah, nice. I also like how this one, so at this point in the movie, it's ambiguous whether or not he's Christian, but he's definitely not going to wear a pink hat like a beep.
Well, and also
And also this lady's interested in him.
yeah, and he
Yeah,
needs
like-
he needs a new mom for his
He
kids.
needs a job. Yeah, he does need a new mom. That's
He's kind of
true.
a small town celebrity. I mean, he was a DJ.
He was the DJ on the
He was
only radio
DJ
station.
on the only radio station.
But I think he's being extremely picky when he made a promise that he would take care of his girls, and yet he's just not going to take any of these jobs. You shouldn't have a gap in your employment, right? I mean, like, take one of these jobs. All of these places are willing to hire him, and he's just literally running away from them.
They indicate the length between when his wife did pass away and now.
No, and also he looks exactly the same, so it's hard to tell.
Well, my
Still
guess
wearing the vest and everything.
My guess is that since he got let go in the morning, that was a long shift, and during that shift, his wife came to visit.
So this
like, yeah.
all happened.
You see, okay, again,
Now we're back to this guy.
he's looking way up there. What are we looking at? Bobcat Field. Second time he's walked out of trucker's hats.
How come we didn't bring the cameras in the inappropriate trucker's hat spot?
Was that with the girl with the pink hat? Is that
Maybe that's what it was.
I mean,
it's
that's
also
like
it's also a
great
nice
for yours.
cupcake place.
It's also also
because see your gutter minds over here. Now our viewers get to see what I have to deal with. These two gutter minds. When you thought of inappropriate trucker hats, you guys were thinking of inappropriate words printed on trucker hats
images.
But inappropriate trucker hats it'd be kind of inappropriate for a trucker that works for a trucking company that's colors are gold and blue. It'd be inappropriate to wear a pink one. Pink hat.
That's probably where they were getting at.
I
And
think
then
you
they
guys-
also the wife has a bakery inside there. I'm sorry, everyone.
This is the weirdest thing of this whole job montage, is that he's gonna look over and see that Ace Hardware is hiring, and he's just like, no.
Yeah, no, like when I saw this part, I just felt like I wanted him to be like, no way, can't stoop that low, can't be working at Ace.
And it
I
says
also liked
it says competitive pay, flexible hours. He's like, no deal.
I also love that they feature a few brands in this movie, and that one is like the most prominently placed. But
Yeah.
then there's some other scenes where background products are blurred out.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, so did they shop this around? That's how they got their budget? Like,
It's,
listen, Ace, we're going to do a drive-by. If you don't pay up, we won't give you a promo.
You're not gonna be in this movie.
So the manager's like, we got to pay up. We're going to do a drive-by.
We gotta pay up. When he's doing the interview for the temp job, and he's like, "That's definitely, I can see that in my 5-year plan." She's like, "This is a temp job." He goes,
Temp job.
"Yeah, I could see that."
Yeah.
And she's like, "So then, training is this day." He's like, "Kill me now."
Yeah.
What'd you say? Kill me now.
Kill me now.
Well, and while that's supposed to be a big roaring laugh from your audience, I'm thinking like, you got to put food on the table somehow, bud. Right?
I mean, your wife just passed away like a couple hours ago, so
You got to get to it. So he's gonna come up with a job here in a second. But I wanted to show this scene. You guys didn't respond to my challenge last week to tell me what you thought of this scene, so I just included
oh,
it.
bummer. I'm
anyways.
sorry.
Oh no, this scene, Oscar.
It's really weird. So
There's two scenes in this movie that deserve an Oscar. This is one of them. I hope you include the other one.
I hope so too. Oh my gosh! Now the pressure's on. Oh my gosh!
I think I know which one you're talking about.
Wait a second. I gotta go to the inappropriate trucker hat store. All right. So what I find weird about this scene is the two sisters have just this. It's supposed to be an uplifting conversation, and how nervous do you really need to be to audition to be the stage manager for the freshman play? But I mean, this B plot lacks, right? I mean, it's weak. But what I find funny about this scene is there's a lot of kids in this hallway, yet you just hear like the squeaking of shoes.
Jamie. First day of stage managing, huh?
Yeah, I'm really nervous. I've never done this before.
But you worked on the crew and Fiddler on the Roof in middle school.
Are you kidding? I let go of the rope while the sun was going down.
Like those two girls that just passed were talking, and you don't hear any of it.
Yeah, you don't even hear peas and carrots. I also love that this is the scene where I was like, who's this other girl?
Oh,
because
Right.
I was like, there's no way she's in high school with a freshman. And also, she is. And then when later it's revealed who she is, I'm like, how?
yeah, they don't look alike.
Not even close.
Well, I was getting confused. I'm like, wait, hold on. There's two daughters. Like halfway through the movie, all of a sudden, like, he has two daughters. But his wife did say that, like, to take care of our daughters, and I just didn't pick up on that because, like you said,
Well,
they
I mean,
they
one
don't
of them
look
could have died of cancer at this point. 30% of the cast just died of cancer.
And we'll get to it in a minute, but when the hand of death
Yeah, that's true.
Oh my
grabs,
It'll get you.
In Sunrise Hills, instead of yelling Mazel Tov, everyone yelled, look out.
Come on, you're gonna do great. As a matter of fact, I bought you a good luck charm.
I brought you this giant keychain.
Yeah.
Thank you.
falls off her wrist,
get in
loses
there.
it immediately.
Yeah, this is such a weird scene, and they don't look anything alike. I don't know. But
Break a hip.
And they
or
have no
an arm.
chemistry.
break a hip. Okay, whatever. You didn't. You
Or an
didn't.
arm.
Slip and crack her head open.
Whatever
Get
it is,
cancer
just
like mom.
Cancer.
Okay, so this next thing though is this. Whoever was doing the cinematography here thought they were a genius because she's just about to walk up a stairs for this moment that could be changing her life. Just as the same time her father is climbing upstairs that could potentially change his life. What a dramatic, weighted scene you're about to experience. So I included it for us here. You can just feel the drama here.
Make sure it stays on. Make sure it stays on. Yeah, no, there's a few times in this movie where it's like, this would be a dramatic moment in like a episode of Dawson's Creek, but not really in a feature film.
So,
Like, I wonder if they had to change like venues for this because they're like, it has to have stairs.
it does have stairs on this venue. I scoped this place out. Sorry. Yeah, just saying. Sorry. The sign right there, 205 South Colorado Street. Yeah. That's a real place. And I Google imaged it and I zoomed in and I did a whole 360 view about it.
And he found that it's for sale, and he is now the rightful owner.
I now own that entire building.
Well, I was gonna find out what's going on in that back room, but it's a perpetual Christmas party.
More ways than one.
So I did not include. I did not include the Christmas party. So it's a bizarre scene. There's a few of them in this movie, but it's just weird. And so we do need to talk about it just because it's going to get referenced in a minute here. But the man outside, the homeless man, tells him
He's
that
he's an angel. He's got to be, right?
he's God himself. right?
Oh, or he is God.
Yeah, we don't know. So he tells him to go to the office in the back. And he goes in the office in the back, and there's a Christmas party. He's like, isn't it a little early for Christmas? And they're like, it's never too early for Christmas. Mary.
Don't you agree?
Yeah.
And it's like this really creepy, weird thing. And then he steals this ornament. And then he gets back to the front of the office, and he realizes that he stole that ornament.
Oh, I took something from them.
Yeah, I took something 5 seconds ago for that place I was at for 5 seconds. Oh my god, I can't believe I did that.
I'm such a klepto.
Yeah, and then he walks back in, and it's just a Levi's box on the floor.
Yeah, there's nothing in there, and so I don't get it.
He went to the wrong room.
Sure, but but I'll say this, like. It seems like the other things about Christmas throughout the entire movie here is really putting pressure on him for this job that he just got, where we'll give it away. He has to get 4,000 turkeys to provide to families in need for Thanksgiving, and there's only 3.5 weeks left. So anytime anybody mentions Christmas is coming up, he's like, I know, because I mean, my Thanksgiving's my deadline, and we're talking about Christmas, right?
He's like, I don't care about Christmas. I care about Thanksgiving.
It's bizarre, but not as bizarre. Let's talk about, yeah.
Grab my strong hand. Like, geez.
So this girl's hand is nuts. This is nuts.
I was just looking at some old family photos.
Okay, you don't see it so much here, but you see it some. I mean, that's just not a teenage finger there, right? But it is.
The longer it's been since Mom died, the more my memories fade.
I was watching this.
The more my memories fade of Mom that died this morning.
And just when I was watching this, first off, I was like, oh my god, come on, let's get to the point of this movie first off, and then all of a sudden I saw it. And this is what really got me into the movie.
It grabbed you.
Yes,
I miss her when I hardly remember.
Oh no!
I'm like, what?
It's getting worse.
Oh, wait, that's a 75-year-old woman's hand right there.
So, not to detract us too much, but my grandparents, they're going through the phase where they're like, oh, we're not going to be around much longer. We want to like divvy up, to the grandchildren, like family heirlooms.
And one of them wants to give you their hand.
No, yeah, I would love grandma's hand. She had that weird, she has that weird, like where their fingers never fully extended because they grew up during the war or whatever. Anyway, last week I was back at the farm and she was showing me family photos, and we were going through some of my stuff that I had in storage there, and it was the exact same scene where she was like, and that's your great grandma, and that's your great aunt. And I was just looking at the pictures and I'm like, I don't really need these pictures. Grandma, if you made it this far into the episode, I know you only usually stick around for the synopsis. I'm sorry. I hope Grandpa's doing better. Love you both.
Expect those hands in a box.
I can.
like a monkey's paw. Each finger finally straightens out. Grandma would actually think that's a funny joke, just for the record.
It's this scene. I really want. So real. Let's just speed through it.
This is when I stood and applaud. This was great.
There's a couple times in this movie where McCloud here asks the dumbest question ever, right? And so I just wanted to clip it, but I also remember he's so upset about the Christmas is coming up here, and he's sending a Christmas gift. This guy has no concept of
sending a text to my mom to expect a package.
Sweet. What are you sending her?
It's her pound of C's Halloween candy.
Oh, there he's American again.
She's snooty when it comes to her bonbons. She don't like the junky stuff. Only likes the good stuff.
God. Sweet son you are.
You should jump back and forth.
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here? At the post office?
Just checking my mail.
Yeah.
Just picking up my mail.
Are those numbers digital too on the mailboxes? Like
They couldn't dox the actual post boxes.
But I wish they should make a whole like montage of him asking people what they're doing at the most obvious places, like they're at the laundromat. Oh, what you doing here? Laundry.
Yeah, doesn't he also ask what the? Does he ask what the deadline is? Is that the next scene here?
Oh no, we're getting. I have another one.
Today our agenda.
I thought I'd include this for Cam here.
Is to walk through the script and to nail down our blocking. So don't worry about characterization. That'll come later.
What about New England accents?
Don't worry about that for right now. Just read the lines as written, and I want you to make notes on your entrances and exits.
All of them?
What exactly is a New England accent?
For example.
Like Philly or Boston or New York.
Where are my car keys?
I just wanted to see if you guys would do something.
I spilled my Dunkin', damn it. This guy certainly has some sort of accent. All right, everybody.
I think his accent.
I would like us to do a scene now.
I think.
All right, the next scene we are going to.
Yeah, his accent is that he's reading from a cue card.
How many entrance cues do you have in Act 1?
They're actually reading their line right there.
Emily Webb has 6 entrances in Act 1.
Really?
Yes, Mr. Townsend. Her first is on page 6.
Oh my gosh, she's the greatest stage manager of our time.
She has
then
the
comes
script.
back in on pages 7, 15, 21,
The Great Turkey
33,
Town Miracle.
And her last is on page 45, right after the malt shop. Do you want George's?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, our
we have a reader.
Wonderful new stage manager, Miss Jamie McLeod.
Just watch him like sit back
Thank
and
you,
grab
Jamie.
like a flask and
It's
just
clear
like,
that
yeah,
our
you got
production will be
this.
in very good hands with you in charge backstage.
All right, I will now step back. It is up to you kids.
Well, and also she's not the assistant director. She manages the stage, and they don't even have props.
All right, let's talk about Act 2.
Table read.
They're in 9th grade.
Were you guys ever in high school theater?
No.
No.
Oh, I was a stage manager a few times.
I was too untalented.
But
what
Trent
they
and I
said.
Well,
just said that in unison, like, we
I
could've-
was only stage manager when I wasn't the lead.
Yeah, but were you as good
Because
as her?
I needed control. What did you say?
Were you as good as her?
No, I mostly just goofed around backstage, and then
The plays actually
and then
never happened.
if someone missed their mark, I'd yell at them.
But I will say
it was just a power grab.
I will say that a middle-aged, uncomfortable man once gave me a gypsy robe, though.
Oh, that's good.
That's a story for another time.
That's on the. Do you remember?
Do you remember this
Gypsy
trauma?
What kind of change? Dump this DJ. Why would I do that? You were in the meeting? You heard his screwball schemes, his attitude, his stupid turkey jokes? I heard them. He's got to go, David. So you can take the job? It's 3 weeks to Thanksgiving and nothing's been done. There's still time. Have you seen that trailer? Not.
So, for our audience, the 4,000 turkeys need to be collected to give away in this trailer.
They got like 12.
Yeah, and
it's
They're
a,
just
it's a ride.
riding.
It's a rider truck.
Yeah,
it has strategically placed signs on it to make it not a rider truck.
and then also it's not a refrigerated truck.
No, it's just
so
lately. It's nearly empty, David. Empty.
Nearly.
I'm trusting God to fill it. No.
Okay.
So it's nearly empty. Are you an optimist at that point?
I just don't understand. Like, okay, so Phil, I want your job, Weston, is all, acting like a tough guy. Like he could do this. Like he could pull this off.
Then why didn't he already?
A, why didn't he already? And
what's
B,
his position?
But why isn't the boss like, well, Phil, what's your idea? And I just wanted him to be like, I ain't telling you unless you give me the job. Like I was hoping he'd say that. But
I do. Yeah. Well, I do have what Phil's plan is.
Oh God.
Here we go.
All right, fellow babies, and now it's time to go to our live remote man on the scene at the Pinedale Shopping Mall for the big WKRP turkey giveaway. So, take it away, Les Nessman.
The crowd is moving out into the parking area. And, oh yes, I can see it now. It's a helicopter. And it's coming this way.
A helicopter?
It's flying something behind it. I can't quite make it out. It's a large banner, and it says, Happy Thanksgiving. The copter seems to be circling the parking area now. I guess it's looking for a place to land. No, something just came out of the back of the helicopter. It's a dark object, perhaps a skydiver, plummeting to the earth from only 2,000 feet into the air. Second to the third. There's no parachutes yet. Those can't be skydivers. I can't tell just yet what they are, but... Oh, my God, they're turkeys! Oh, Johnny, can you get this? Oh, they're crashing to the earth right in front of our eyes! One just went through the windshield of a parked car!
Anyway, that was Phil's other idea.
What was that from?
WKRP in Cincinnati, the TV show.
Was that something that you knew to find, or you just?
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
I share that video every Thanksgiving, but I just thought it made sense. If you guys are like, that doesn't make sense. A, turkeys. B, radio station. Boom.
Yeah, no, that makes
drop.
sense. And I mean that Phil would have wanted to make a Big Bang.
Yeah.
And he would have thrown probably live turkeys.
Well, he also brags about it. He's on the radio and he's on TV and all this other stuff. So
yeah.
But McCloud gets on TV, right? And so this is weird. Okay, so I'm gonna get to the other scene here in a second, but this gets weird. So don't be a turkey. The Yellow Bird has turkey dinner bundles now available. The Yellow Bird? What is that? I feel
Isn't that that's the one that he stands outside of doing the turkey dance in the costume?
Sure.
Wasn't that the restaurant?
I think so.
Well, why are we trying to sell turkeys? We need to get them to donate turkeys.
Yeah, I didn't understand his plan during that montage either.
It doesn't make sense.
Because he was going in there and being like, "Hey, can I promote your business and you give me turkey?"
Well, and then this last bit
turkey?
It concerns me
Maybe
just a
when they
little
go
bit here.
Shopping and buying turkey for their family.
Placement of your bathroom could be the culprit of your sleepless nights.
I didn't read any of this.
Yeah.
I was actually kind of trying to watch everything in the background, so I'm glad that you.
That one actually caught my eye and it confirmed I do sleep on a mattress 3 inches away from the toilet, so I have a wonderful rest.
I just sleep in the tub, so.
Perhaps they can think.
Okay, and then the real reason I had to include this scene is the hand of death.
They're there.
I don't know if you can see this here. I just did the world a favor, and I'm going to
Looking good, Dad.
What the hell is wrong with her?
I kept bringing up the hands when I was watching it, and Nika was just like, "Why do you keep bringing up her hands?" I'm like, "Look at them." And she was like,
cancer.
"Oh yeah, you're right. Something's up."
Confirmed for hand cancer.
Is that how her mother?
That's what the sequel's gonna be.
That's Christmas.
I only have a half month to save my daughter's hands from cancer.
Well, they're like, this isn't. I don't know if you guys see my mouse here. This isn't the Ducktown. This isn't the Ducktown miracle, right?
No, it's not.
I hate seeing myself on TV.
All right.
I do also like in that scene. I know it was past, but for those who are about to watch this movie, I salute you. Also, they make fun of him for being fat on camera, and then they pan to the actual scene that's happening in the movie, and he's like, And they're like, "Come on, you look thin right now, but you look fat on TV."
Well, this brings us to our C plot, right?
Yep.
And I'm telling you, the B plot is so riveting. I mean, how can anything compete? But this is close. This is close.
The C plot could have been the movie, honestly.
Yeah. So he's at the House of Hope, and the International House of Hope.
On this conversation.
And then he has a talk with these people.
I'm kind of McLeod.
I didn't include the whole
just
thing.
wondering if I could sit with you for a moment.
So he meets these people. They're just a family trying to have a nice dinner, and he sits down and basically says,
"Well, we're almost finished."
So what gives? You guys have a bunch of kids, so it's what's up with that?
Yeah, it's weird. His girlfriend, his new girlfriend, his future new wife, is like, "Let's go mingle with the people," as if that's what the people who go to a food bank want.
Yeah.
And then he sits down and he's just like, "Yeah.
Explain me
what
your
brought you here.
Explain me your finances, if you could.
You got an Excel sheet? I can help. I can work this all out for you."
You know, have you guys ever thought about having another kid? Because I don't know if you can support it. Is that feasible with the way the bills are working right now?
I'm kind of in a hurry.
It's okay, honey. We have a minute.
Okay, have a seat.
Oh, thanks.
So basically, they just
that scene. Go. This is a great. I can't wait for the synopsis with Trent here.
So yeah, so basically the little girl lets it out of the bag that they're trying to adopt another daughter, and the powers that be are like, you eat at a food shelter, you cannot bring another child into your household, and he's like, nice. Tell me more. Nice. Well, would you like an ornament?
Yeah, like the whole plot was just so he could get rid of that stupid thing out of his pocket.
I stole it from a nightmare that I had. and I promise it's not cursed.
And he actually says, like, in case you guys get a tree, I don't know if you know.
Yeah, he's so mean about it. That's great.
In case you guys, get a tree.
If they don't allow you to adopt a daughter, but they do allow you to adopt a tree, you could put this on it. Because I'm sure this is the only one you would have. So, kids.
I thought that was the weirdest part, that exact scene, because he's like, yeah, the state won't let us have the kid. They say that people who are homeless might get homeless again. And I'm like, what's the message there? That's not Christian. That's not anti-government. That's not pro-government. That's not anti-Christian. What is the message of this scene?
Yeah,
there's no message in that scene other than send your kids away from the table before you have serious conversations.
Well, and it's also like I have 2 jobs right now, and I would absolutely.
I would get 3. A third.
I would get
but
3.
There's no way I'd get a third.
I feel like he's just lying through his teeth. Like, yeah, the state won't let us. Bummer. I guess I don't have to get a 3rd job, but
anyway,
I
gotta get going. I gotta go cook some meth.
When he hands him the ornament, he doesn't. The dad takes it, doesn't even look at it, and just hands it down. I don't know if you caught that or not. He just takes it and hands it over.
Well, I think it would have been fun if he was like, and then and nobody around here is hiring. There's no jobs available in this town, so they're all locked up. But I'd get a 3rd job if there was one available, and it didn't have stairs and it didn't have inappropriate hats.
Okay,
That's
so
all I'm saying.
honestly though, that guy probably works at the inappropriate trucker hat shop. All right, and he probably works at Ace Hardware. Those are my 2 guesses.
Well, the Ace Hardware has flexible hours and competitive pay, so there's no real reason to get another job beyond that.
I mean, he might have to do some temp work as an elf during the holiday seasons.
But I don't want to give too much away here. We're almost to the end, but I do want to say that wasn't just a throwaway scene. It gets resolved. It gets resolved, and it feels good when a plot just gets nicely wrapped up, not in a holiday, like a Christmas gift present, but more like a turkey gift present for Thanksgiving. All right, here we go.
A nice warm turkey that's not cooked.
Here's McLeod's second dumb question of the movie here.
Hey, what are you doing?
I just thought I would start getting down some of the Christmas decorations.
Oh, it looks like she's grabbing the Christmas tree. I better ask what she's doing. What
again? Yeah.
What are you up to in here?
Hey, let me help you grab that.
he's actually he's got the. He's like, you know, I had an ornament for this, but I just foolishly gave it away.
That would have been perfect. Do you know where the ornaments are?
Don't remind me.
He knocks on their door. He's like, I am so sorry. I didn't realize I have a tree. I'm going to need that back.
My 55-year-old daughter asked for it back.
Who's a freshman in high school?
She's got the face of a 14-year-old and the hands of a 90-year-old. Oh yeah, so this master of stagecraft, watch him, the actor, just naturally.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen,
stage.
for coming tonight, and thank you to my fabulous
Checks
cast.
it like 3 times.
It's been an honor to be your director. It's customary in theater on closing night to award what we call the Gypsy Robe.
Who's gonna win?
Okay, so just another added thing that I just thought of. That's just the front of stage, and he had to check his stage mark. It's not even
the middle of the stage.
Yeah, you just end up in the general vicinity. It's fine. Also, the play isn't happening,
and
it's just that the actor was that bad at being like a movie actor.
Well,
he had to check his mark 3 times.
I love how you said, I love how the theater director is the worst actor in this movie. The irony.
Well, and I'll say that this is such a prestigious award. I can't believe that they give it out to 9th graders.
To an actor who best shows the spirit of theater. Usually this award goes to an actor, but after conferring with my cast, the vote is unanimous to award this Gypsy Robe to a member of our stage crew.
Look at that robe.
So this year, for the first
She's like, don't make me wear it. Has it been washed?
Time ever, the Gypsy Robe goes to our incredible stage manager, Miss Jamie McLeod.
Wait, hold on. What?
Our stage manager read the script. Let's give her a round of applause.
And then she proceeded to follow it.
I'm just waiting for McLeod to be like, what are you doing?
Well,
what are you doing up there?
What are you doing up there? Are you winning the Gypsy Robe?
I want to know what the Gypsy
Dad, I just wanted.
I never thought something like this could ever happen to me. Thank you guys for making me feel so.
I like to think
just like her dad.
I like to thank my parents, my living parent, and
not my mom.
My sister's
Last
hands.
words for your cast?
Thank you for the robe. Now get off my stage.
So, what kind of wireless pack do you think they were using there?
Well, the amount of sass there at the end, burn.
I reckon they were using a BLX prop in most of the scenes. That's what I saw, at least in the wedding DJ scene and the church scene.
Yeah, I don't want to keep talking about this movie forever, but that wedding scene was also nuts because he got himself a good little gig, right? And he's like,
yeah.
And he calls his daughter, and she was like, "How was the wedding?" And he was like, "They didn't have wine, and they didn't have it was a meatless, appetizers or whatever." And it's like, dude, you were there to be the DJ, not to scarf on the food.
And not to I know it was like a funny little joke, whatever. But you have 2 jobs as a wedding DJ: A, play music; B, know the bride and groom's names without having to ask them.
Oh, it was also okay. There were a few moments with race in this movie, but that one was clearly they were trying to make it a punchline that it was Carlos and Maria being married.
Yeah.
We couldn't remember. It was cringe. Oh, and then also, vegans have weddings. Guess what? You can eat meat at vegan weddings. I know that firsthand.
I've never been to a vegan wedding, so I wouldn't know. Have I?
We had pork chops at my wedding. For all the heathens that wanted to eat them.
All right, we're getting close to the end here.
Oh,
All right.
thank you. Thank you so much.
So this guy
We're finally
offers,
able to reach our goal. This is amazing.
This guy offers to donate a bunch of birds, but they're not turkeys.
We're just going to tell Mr. Gunther, thank you. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts that we're finally able to feed 4,000 families for Thanksgiving.
He always sounds like he's out of breath.
So,
probably is.
how big are the birds?
Because he had to run from the director's chair to the...
Okay, that's... seems a little small for a turkey.
Nah, they ain't turkeys. They're chickens.
Oh, no.
So this guy, this Mr. Gunther and his farm saw the TV spot where they're looking for turkeys for Thanksgiving, right?
No, Mr. Gunther said he was donating 2,000 birds for Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. You sure he said Thanksgiving?
Yes.
This guy looks so nervous doing this roll, by the way. Like, that was an extra from the city. Guaranteed.
Yeah, I did like that was supposed to be a joke scene.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, everywhere you go, it's never anyone's fault. Oh, I'm just a driver. Oh, I'm just a cashier. And
it just fell.
That scene
hard.
just fell so flat because the guy's like, I'm just a driver. No sass to it or anything.
Are you sure he said Thanksgiving?
He said a 2,000.
Okay,
What are you doing?
Let's think of this from a different angle here for a second. Okay, let's say God didn't intervene and get us our turkeys, okay? And we were just left with these chickens. Would that be the worst thing for starving family?
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, also, he refuses the truck even if they don't want a chicken for Thanksgiving. That's 2,000 chickens for your local food bank.
Yeah,
that's insane.
Or Mr. McCloud, you could sell them because you're broke.
Yeah, but it's like
yeah.
okay.
Pull it around back. I'll tell you. I'll tell you a different address.
Gunther was just trying to get rid of those chickens. Like,
Yeah.
he didn't want them.
It would have been funnier if they were live.
Bird flu was going around last year.
It was funny if they were live chickens, and then he made.
I kept hoping for that. Even
he
here,
opens
I hope.
the gate and just 3,000 doves flying up.
They did make that little joke when they're driving around for ideas where they stopped and they looked at the turkeys like, should we? Nah.
Let's go get some coffee.
I love this. So his love interest is like, okay, before you get embarrassed out of
let's
this
skip
town
before you
Get out of here.
crucified.
Down.
I want to see this thing through.
And he's so confident. He's so confident.
That's one.
Oh.
There's your closure. He gave those people the head nod. Happy ending.
I mean, pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the actual end of the clips?
No.
Oh, I was gonna say because that pretty much is the moral of the story.
That dude has 2 jobs. How does he have time to stand in line?
But
It's
to be the
Thanksgiving, you
4,000th
dumb.
person?
But
To
notice there's only the 2 daughters still.
They
Right?
didn't get the 3rd one yet.
Because we needed a miracle from God, and it wasn't that. Right?
Yeah, no. It's about lean protein, baby.
Everybody gets sick because he's a warm turkey. Nice.
4,002 turkeys. Again, you only get one miracle from God. Good thing you didn't use it on your friend or your wife or even.
Yeah, we didn't see a single scene of the friend who's dying of cancer.
I know, I skipped it. By the way, did you know? And he had facial hair. If he was going through chemo, he wouldn't have had the facial hair.
Oh yeah, he even references. How did he get to Oregon? Yeah, that scene didn't make any sense. And he's like, I got coffee in the car, even though I don't got hair no more. And then yeah, he's still got hair all over his face.
All right, right. So Corey noticed this, and this is a really good find here. Okay.
Isn't that weird?
So there's a. I'm gonna go back here.
Dude, it was so hard to try to pause this.
I enlarge it. So if you guys can see my cursor here, that there's a weird straight line. It's like these were, digitally imposed onto the so. You see that weird straight line?
Dude.
Yeah.
Or what I think is this is like a print out.
Yeah, I think that might be a print.
And then it's just like a box.
And then they were able to put a box underneath it or pallet.
Yeah. So because okay, and maybe it's just from where I'm from, but turkeys aren't square up here. You know what I'm saying? All right. So yeah, look at that straight line. All right.
Yeah, wow, that's weird. I noticed a few of the other ones, but that one's a good one. Wow. A lot of the other ones would shake when the camera moved. If they were like trying to do a camera pan.
A lot of lettering and stuff. Yeah, it shook.
And by the way, God didn't produce 4,000 turkeys. He produced 4,000 and whatever's left in that.
4,002 and whatever's left.
Here's my only suspicion. Phil filled the truck up. Phil had a supply of turkeys.
Filled the truck?
He filled the truck. Phil's like, you know what? I really don't want this job, so I'm going to make sure this guy succeeds, and I'll fill the truck up. So that's the way I just thought of that.
That's a miracle.
Yeah, it must be a miracle.
Well, Mr. Hero, what do you got to say for yourself?
She's like, oh, is that my daughter's hand? Oh, no, it's that guy's hand. We're good. We're good. All right, and then I don't know if I can jog that back here.
It's so hard. It was so
hard to see.
It was really hard to.
So the House of Hope.
I don't know. That's pretty obvious there.
The House of Hope was okay. Not only is this like just
so bad
typed in there, but you can see where they blurred out whatever else.
Yeah. Well, and then earlier in the background, you see it like flicker.
Yeah, it's really bad in that one side pan.
Yeah,
where they show the whole like field of homeless people that are never seen again.
It's like they didn't care.
And that was the Turkey Town Massacre.
There's only like one person I'd probably recommend this movie to, and that's my mother.
Aww.
I think she'd like this movie.
That's nice.
Mom, I know you don't watch these, but you should watch this movie. Heck, maybe we'll watch it on Thanksgiving.
Oh, I'm totally going to make my family watch
Just
it on Thanksgiving.
kidding. I don't get to go home for Thanksgiving. All right. Wow. What a movie that apparently was in theaters. I would have never guessed. But only in Salina, Texas. Just kidding. Actually, there is a whole article about this movie being filmed there in the City Lifestyle webpage. There's a whole article about a lot of things that they had to do to get this movie there and how they want to become a town that people want to film in.
And so they really made this one a goodie.
Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely they broke it.
They didn't want to waste their shot.
Yeah, I thought it was an advertisement for Butterball and Ace, but it turns out it was an advertisement for Salina, Texas.
I will send you guys the article so then maybe Trent can like post it like in the bottom of the YouTube page if people want to read about it.
And also, if you can link any like good hand creams.
Honestly, I kept thinking you're gonna bring up the hand model from Zoolander with the guy at the glass hand. Cam, you recommended it, so you got to go first on your final thoughts.
8 out of 10. Very fun movie. I love these Hallmark-esque movies. I will say, the one scene that makes this worth watching is the initial hiring scene at House of Hope, where there's a mean HR lady that we never see again.
No.
And she is the meanest interviewer. And then Phil comes in to try to steal the job, to weasel his way in, and she is just as mean to him. And it's also shot in the big boss's office, and they just recycle it. That scene alone, I was running around my living room laughing. Like it was so funny.
Like a turkey with its head cut off.
Yeah.
The chicken, but yeah.
I would recommend this to any friend, and I don't think there's any conceivable way of owning it. But hey, man.
If there's a will, there's a way.
I could have bought a $15 ticket to opening day, I would have been there.
I mean, Corey bought a building.
I mean, I bought the whole building at 205 South Colorado Street.
just to make the Great Turkey Town Miracle Part 2.
I was actually really like happy that I was able to how quickly I was able to find that building, and I found it on Realtor.com and purchased it. So you give it an 8?
Yeah, it was great.
We have
awesome.
Different ways of ranking flicks.
I'm gonna give it a 7 because it rhymes with heaven. This movie makes you want to go to church and rethink your life. You don't need friends, you don't need loved ones, you need a good job, right? So if your prayers can bring life to anything, bring life to your job possibilities, right? Yeah! So I like this movie. It was really fun for me, solid movie. I would recommend it to anybody.
Wow,
so good. Also, Trent, I like that you threw in the Christian angle there. At what point in this movie did it seem like the main guy was not a devout Christian? At what point?
Well, because they hint on it several times because they're like, "Are you Christian?" He's like, try to be.
Yeah.
Try to be.
Yeah, well, I mean, he definitely acts like it, and he goes to church, and then they throw that in there. It's like, if you died today. Oh, that was the other scene that blew my mind that they included it in the movie, was a flashback when the wife's about to die. And she's like, you remember how I said I know where I'm going? Well, the ladies and I at the trauma group were talking, and we decided to ask other people, would you know? And I'm like, that's what you're talking about at trauma group? That's so evil.
And it's also traumatic.
Despicable.
Traumatic on itself.
Yeah, you're just adding to the trauma.
No, I like that. So are you, like he's at that wedding, DJing that wedding. They're like, he's like, oh, man, I really need a job. And they're like, are you Christian? Because we know a job, but it's really exclusive club for Christians. And he's like, I think I'm Christian. I mean, my wife died.
Yeah, I guess there are a few times but then also in the scenes where it's not a direct question, he's like, yeah, praise the Lord. Like, God bless y'all. Hope you make it home safe. And then when he gives the guy the money, I don't know.
And even when he meets that guy the second time in front of the International House of Hope Cakes, right? He's like, do you need help? And he goes, yes, in many more ways than you think, or something like that. He's on a path to find God, and he found it in the back of a Ryder truck.
That's the last. Okay, we should probably spoilers before the review start, but that prayer he made would not incite a miracle. I'm sorry.
No.
Hey, God, it's like me, freaking give me a turkey or something.
I mean, screw me, I guess. I mean, I would never watch that movie ever again. I give it a 3. Boo. Bring it. Yeah, boo. I give it a 3. 1, because it's a movie. All right. 2, because it had a radio DJ in it. And 3, because
you thought the new wife was hot.
Yeah! The new wife?
Yeah.
The new wife. 3, because of the hands, I guess. Maybe we'll get... Okay. Should we bump it up to a 4 because of the wonderful acting and the fact that there's a whole article about them filming it? The hand there. All right, guys. You drive a hard bargain. You twisted my hand, and I am giving it an extra point just because of the holiday season. 4 out of 10. I would only recommend it to my mom and her sisters, and that's about it.
You get 1 point for every 1,000 turkeys.
I just wish there would have been a little bit more explanation for certain things, but I guess it's just God works in mysterious ways, right? So.
He sure does. And now, let us pray.
What do you think God gives this movie?
I think he has to give everyone 7.
Ooh, a 7, yeah.
7.77 repeating.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to read the.
It's a good movie. Good movie.
5 loaves, 2 fish.
Yeah.
4,000 turkeys. When a widowed burned out, why do they keep calling him burned out? Burned out morning drive DJ is fired. He must procure 4,000 turkeys by Thanksgiving, which is only what?
3.5 weeks
19
away.
days away or whatever.
3.5 weeks. He also can't say procurement, and that's his job.
Well, I couldn't either. So.
Yeah, but you're American, and that's not your job.
Am I? We'll find out next time on another wonderful episode and happy Thanksgiving of Do You Remember This Movie?
Or Christian TV show.
Or Christian TV. 7th Heaven?
I'm scared.
What are you scared about?
Well,
Or this TV show.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. We're finally able to reach our goal. This is amazing.
I just drive the truck.
Oh, we're just going to tell Mr. Gunther, thank you. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts that we're finally able to feed 4,000 families for Thanksgiving. So how big are the birds?
About 3 pounds.
Oh, okay. Seems a little small for a turkey.
They ain't turkeys, they're chickens.